Another installation of From Label to Table. And today, I sometimes pick up these little gravy mixes. They come in handy. I also make it from scratch. But on the back of one of these, it was actually this one, the Country Sausage and Gravy Mix. It had what I thought sounded like a good recipe. I thought, why not try it? It is skillet breakfast casserole. And I should mention, this is a collaboration whose idea was Linda from Lou Creates. And she thought it would just be fun. You see those recipes on maybe the back of the box of your cake or on your stuffing mix, in your soup. And she thought, let's have a collab where we all try one of those recipes that we've never tried before. So this is the collab. And it's every day, Monday through Friday in May. And on Mondays, it's Linda from Linda's Pantry. On Tuesday, me, Prepper Potpourri. Wednesday, and Renee from Pike Creek Farm. And Thursday, it's Linda Lou herself. And on Friday, it's Angie from the Inquisitive Farmwife. So we hope you enjoy these recipes. We hope you try them. I was reminiscing, and when I was a kid, like probably in middle school, our local gas company, the Michigan Consolidated Gas Company, used to have a kitchen and do classes and that downtown. And you could go to it, and they had all these great recipe cards, and it was a lot of fun. And of course, people did clip out recipes from the back of a box or whatever, because we didn't have the internet. That's right, for you youngins out there, we had no internet. So now you'll see on the some of the boxes, they have just one of those little codes. You take a picture of it and it will take you to the website where they have a lot of recipes. But now I've noticed there aren't as many recipes on the back of a box anymore, which is too bad. My husband loves a good breakfast casserole. We always make one for Christmas morning, but it's the one, with the bread slices on the bottom and the sausage and the eggs and the cheese, and it's so good and so high in calories and so high in fat. But I think that's what makes it good. So this one isn't as fatty, but it sounded interesting. It has diced potatoes and sausage, eggs, and cheddar cheese. Gotta be good, right? So today we are going to make the skillet breakfast casserole from label to table. Come along with me. Okay, let's go over our ingredients. Well, we need the Pioneer Country Sausage Flavor Gravy Mix. It was a half a cup of already cooked sausage. Got here my Bob Evans. And this is a little bit more than a half a cup, but my husband does like his sausage. A couple eggs, again, donated by my wonderful chickens. And a cup and a half of cheese. In this case, I'm using the finely cut sharp cheddar. And this is a half a cup of water. And we have a cup and a half on the stove boiling. You want 4 cups of diced frozen potatoes, and I'm using the O'Brien with onions and peppers. Also are going to need a tablespoon of olive oil. First thing we have to do is make our gravy. While we're waiting for our water to boil for the gravy, let's beat up our eggs. Look at that beautiful orange color. Nothing like home-raised eggs. Well, unless your neighbor raises them, gives them to you for free, and you don't have to clean the coop. Okay, we got these beaten up pretty well. Now let's get our boiling water. So the instructions here say we have to bring 1 1/2 cups of water to a boil. We're working on that. And then it says to blend the sausage gravy mix with 1/2 cup cold water and mix with whisk until lump free. Okay, we can do that next. And then we're going to pour it into the pudding. Looks like I didn't rip it that well. Let's just see here a minute. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Clean this off a minute. Okay, so we want to whisk it until there's no lumps. Now, looks pretty good. And we want to get it up to a rolling boil. Okay, that's looking good. So now we got to pour this in. Yeah. Get it all in there. And now we want to whisk it until it thickens. You don't want to stop stirring because it could burn, or it could go over the pot onto your stove. And it actually is thickening up a little already. See that? Don't think it takes very long. Yep, pretty good. Oh yeah. See on the edge there? Yeah, it's getting thick. Okay, turn this off. And we can let it cool for 5 minutes. You want a tablespoon of oil, and you want a 10 to 12 inch pan that you can also put in the oven. This is probably about 9 inches, but I think it'll be fine. And then we're gonna put in our 4 cups, in this case, of potato O'Brien, frozen here. And we're going to cook those up until they brown a bit. Be back. Now we want to mix in our eggs with our gravy. There you go. See how the gravy's thickened up? This will be ready when our potatoes are brown. Okay, so now we're going to sprinkle on some of our sausage. All over. Then we're going to pour in our gravy. Oop, I just heard the oven's ready. There we go. Now we just want to put our pan in our oven. And then we're going to wait about 25 to 30 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, Google, stop. There we have it, our time. Okay. Now we just want to put our cheese on top. Try not to burn myself. Okay, now we're just going to put that back in and wait another, maybe 3-5 minutes. And then it'll be done. Gooey, gooey cheese. There we go. Now we're we're just going to put a little salt on it. And then, time for the taste test. I can taste the onions in the O'Brien potatoes and the potatoes. I didn't get any of the, let's see, here's some with the sausage. Let's try the sausage, cheese, and potato. It's not bad. Actually has a, this is good. You know, it's very cheesy, very potato-y. Maybe I think it could use maybe even a little bit more sausage. But the gravy mix itself must give it the peppery taste. One more. Oops, there we go. Yeah, it's good. Is it as good as my Christmas casserole? No, it's not. But it's worth a try. From label to table. Be sure you're checking out all of the videos. I have a link down below. And have fun in your kitchen. Look at some of the things that you've bought. Maybe they have recipes on them. Try making them. Like this casserole.